give up forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you'll feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven that I'd ever be, and I don't want to go home right now. All I can taste is this moment, all I can breathe is your life. Sooner or later it's over, and I don't want to miss you tonight. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's meant to be broken, I just want you to know who I am.
How's it going, folks? This is Wayne all back with another lesson and a classic song. As always today we're looking at the Goo Goo Dolls and Iris. Now there's loads of different ways that this can be played. I think the original way is sort of in a drop D tuning. This is sort of an easy capoed up version. If you're a sort of a strummer, a singer, you play acoustic guitar, I think this is a good way that you can play it, and it's quite easy as well. And with the capo being so high up, I think the chords sound, sort of lovely and shimmery. So now if you do want the chords, lyrics and the strumming pattern to this version, as always I'm going to post it up on my Patreon page. So there'll be a link to that in the description. I'll also put a link in the comments. And the way that works, you just click on the link. For as little as a couple of quid a month, you sign up and you get access to not only this song, pretty much everything I've done over the past sort of 12 months since I set the Patreon thing up. There's some exclusive videos up there that aren't currently up on my YouTube channel. And there's a lot of stuff to coincide with the technique lessons as well. So if you're into blues and scales and things like that, there's a lot of stuff to coincide with those lessons. So what you're waiting for, link in the description, link in the comments. Thanks for your continued support. Thanks everyone who's subscribed and continues to do so. Now if you are subscribed and you haven't done already, a further way you could help me out and yourselves out is hitting that little notification bell that's somewhere down there so you can keep up to date with the videos. If you want to, please go over and give me a like on social media. So I'm Wayne R Guitar on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and now also TikTok. As I always say, I'm trying to get down with the kids. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so the song is in standard tuning, but for this version, you're going to want the capo up, right up on the 7th fret, okay? Just while we're talking about capos, I'd like to give the G7th Capo company a quick plug. So this is a G7th Performance Free Capo. I've had a lot of people asking me what model it is. I've had this for about 6 months now. It's got my name sort of inscripted on the top. I don't know if you can see that. But if you're on the market for a capo, G7th Capos, I'm not just saying this because of any endorsement or anything like that, but they're great, reliable, durable capos, really strong. I've had another one for the best part of 15 years, which is the same as this one, but silver, and it's never let me down. So, like I say, if you're on the market for a capo, G7th Capo, I'm going to put a link in the description down there, so go and check those out. Okay, so the intro to this is going to be an E minor 7. Okay, now if you're familiar with Wonderwall, it's basically the E minor, and we're going to keep the 2 fingers on the bottom. So my 3rd finger, that's on the 3rd fret relative to the capo on the B string. My little pinky is on the 3rd fret on the top E string. And all of the chord shapes, we're going to leave those 2 fingers on throughout. So it gives you that lovely sort of shimmery sound. So the intro is going to be an E minor 7, then it's going to go to a D sus4, and then it's going to go to a C add 9. Like I say, all those chords, we're keeping those 2 fingers on at the bottom. So what we get is... Okay, now when we get into the verse, I'll talk about the strumming pattern in a short while. It sort of alternates, it'll do a line that does a G, A7 sus4, so that's keeping the 2 fingers on at the bottom, and I'm putting my 1st finger, that's on the 2nd fret on the D string relative to the capo, then we go to a C add 9. So we've got a G, A7 sus4, C add 9, and then the next line is going to go E minor 7, D sus4, and then the C add 9. And then we go back to the G, the A7 sus4, the C add 9, and then again we do the E minor 7, the D sus4 and the C add 9. So those chords are sort of alternating on each line. So I'll just sing that through so you can see how that gels together. So starting with the G. And I give up forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you feel me somehow. You're the
closest to heaven that I'd ever be, and I don't want to go home right now. All I can taste is this moment, all I can breathe is your life. Sooner or later it's over, and I don't want to miss you tonight. Okay, so that's going to be, you know, pretty much all of your verses. Now, a strumming pattern that I tend to do, if you can keep this consistent, works really well, is a down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So that's a down, down, up, down, up. So if you hear that around the chords, you know, we got the... Okay, so that's down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And it's keeping that consistent pretty much throughout the song. Okay, so the only other different part you need really, other than the little interlude, which we'll go over in a minute, is going to be the chorus. And the chorus is exactly the same as the intro. We're just going to do the E minor 7, the D sus4, and the C add 9. That's going to go around sort of 4 times. And I don't want the world to see me, and I don't think that they'd understand. Everything's made to be broken, and I don't want to know who I am. Okay, like I say, really easy. We just keep those 2 fingers on throughout, gives us that lovely shimmery sound. And then we've got this little interlude, which is basically the E minor 7, the D sus4, but the C add 9. But a little bit of dynamic added in here, so we get this. So on the E minor 7, we've got down, up, down, up. Same on the D sus4, down, up, down, up. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, so then we go into another verse and a chorus. At the end of the second chorus, we've got the little stop bits again. Yeah. And basically, we just go into just strumming those chords around. This is sort of the little sort of interlude after the second chorus, as I've said. The solo goes over the top. So play that around 4 times. Then we're going to go G, A7 sus4, C add 9. There's a little stop there, and then we go back into the chorus. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. Everything's made to be broken, and I don't want to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. And I'd end it like that. And that is pretty much all you're going to need. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. I hope you all dug that version. And as I said in the intro, I know it's not usually played that way. This is sort of an adapted capoed, you know, I think quite an easy way to play it as well. It's a great one. I have to play this at loads of weddings and things. And what I tend to do, if you know the pitch is a little bit too high for you, the beauty is you can lower the capo a little bit lower down. So I normally sing it, you know, on the sort of the 5th fret, but for the reason, obviously, for the tutorial, this is in key with the original song, so there you go. Hope you all dug that. So if you got any other requests for any other, you know, classic sort of indie songs like this, you know, anything 50s to modern day, it can be anything, you know, within reason that's going to work on an acoustic or an electric guitar. So the easiest way to put your request in is obviously comment below the video, or if you want to, you can find me a personal message over through those social media platforms I suggested at the start of the video. I just always point out that I do get quite a lot, and I do sort of have to hemp at them a little bit. But don't let that put you off. Please do keep your requests coming, because that's what keeps this channel going, and it's very much appreciated. Another thing that's very much appreciated, I'll quickly mention it again, thanks everyone who's subscribed. And a further way you could help me out, if you are subscribed, is hitting that little notification bell that's somewhere down there, so you can keep up to date with all the videos, which tend to come pretty thick and fast just lately.
So another way, sorry to keep banging on about it, is the Patreon page. So if you want the chords, lyrics and a strumming pattern to this song, pretty much everything I've done over the past 12 months, there's some exclusive stuff up there as well. What you're waiting for, there's a link in the description, also a link in the comments. If you don't want to do that and you want to show some, a small appreciation, I've got a new feature which is like a super thanks link, which is just below the video there. You can click on that and make a small donation. Another thing that's massively appreciated. Word of mouth is a powerful thing, they always say. So if you dig what I do, please like and share my videos. Tell your friends, tell your work colleagues, anyone plays guitar. Please point them in my direction. Again, I'd really appreciate that. So that just leaves me to say, whatever time of day it is you're watching, whether it be morning, day, night, thank you very much, and I'll catch you all for a lesson very soon. Take care.